Hi there, YouTube. Welcome back. Today, well, it's not Halloween anymore. That was yesterday. But we're going to carry on. We'll do a little bit here and there. I think we're going to do Final Fantasy today. We're going to play the Halloween event, the All Saints Wake. I've been putting that off for a good 2 weeks now. So we'll go through that. Maybe we'll take a look at the RuneScape event, if that's still going on. And I think we're going to carry on with Forgive Me Father 2. We're probably going to start that from scratch, but I'm just going to do that as a regular playthrough. It'll still be Halloween themed, but I think we're just going to play it. But yeah, we're going to do the All Saints Wake event today in this video. So if you like it, give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe. I appreciate it very much, and it does help out a tremendous amount, and I appreciate that too. So I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the game. See you in a second. I don't have the recording pause button there ready. Now I'll see you in a second. Okay, we are... I don't actually know where we are. We're in Thavenir. Is this the... Yeah, this is the place with all the elephants, right? The elephant dudes. It's been so incredibly long since I played Final Fantasy. I've got no idea what I'm even doing anymore. You can see my Reaper's still level 90. I had a blast going through Endwalker, the story. That was good. I've just not really played it since, aside from event stuff. So I'm going to go. I think it's Gridania that I need to be going to. I think that's where the event starts. And obviously, because I've changed my monitor since last time I played this, so my UI feels about 3 times bigger than what it should be. I don't know how to change the options to actually get that back to normal size for me again. I remember playing around with it a bit. Like doing the scaling stuff in the UI, and also there are options to have like icon resolutions and stuff like that, UI resolutions stuff. I tried dealing with that, and I couldn't get it to work properly last time. I think this was the closest I could get. Is this where we gotta go? It has been so long since I've played this. I do really like this game. I just don't know what I'm doing here anymore. I feel so out of the loop with everything. Are we loud enough? We should be loud enough. I might turn this up a little bit. Audio. Alright, that's fine. Pumpkin-headed apparition. I forgot my quest log was like over here on Final Fantasy. That's awkward. The pumpkin-headed apparition is on the lookout for an able adventurer. Hey, that's me. Heh. It's been more than a few moons since last we met, friend. As it so happens, I have a proposition suited to your talents. Are you prepared to throw caution to the wind and consort with fiends most foul once again? Of course you are. But before we get to the heart of the matter, let us reflect upon the history of All Saints Wake. On this night do fell fiends emerge to cavort and careen, unconcerned with the judgments of those on high. For the halls of the saints' heavenly abode ring with merriment as the wine flows freely, and no one can be bothered to look down. Thus did God's fearing folk greet this particular sunset with trepidation, daring not to venture from their homes no longer. Nay, for adventurers came and drove out the void scent, restoring safety to the city's streets and marking the occasion as one of jubilation. That's all well and good, but what of the poor forsaken fiends? Are they too not deserving of revelry? My wish is to see All Saints Wake reborn as a celebration for all, be they ghost, ghoul, Gridanian, or otherwise. And how do I propose to accomplish this feat? Binding obligations, friend. I've convinced the more sinister sorts to enter into contracts which forbid them from preying on mortals. In exchange, they are permitted to partake in the festivities. But there's one troubled soul who still seems incapable of getting into the spirit of things. Perhaps you'd be willing to give them a helping hand. Nothing too devilishly difficult, I promise. Before you get started, you want to get a grasp on the particulars by speaking with Papa Gruff. He ought to be performing one of his shows by the entrance of the Great Loam Growery. Now go. I shall be watching your performance with great interest. Hehehe. Alright. I don't think I understood a single thing of what we're meant to be doing now. There he is, Papa Gruff. I remember you. We had to help you one year. I think we've helped him for the past 2 years, actually. Although it pains me so, our humble performance must draw to a close. Let us then end things on a high note. Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you feast your eyes on the fantastic Phil Cox and... Why did I read that like a name? Fantastic Phil Cox and his transformation magics. Maybe his name is just Phil Cox. What was all that about? The clowning and whatnot was a right laugh, but that last bit was bleeding rubbish. Come on, let's get out of here. Disappointed youth. We've all been there. We've all been there. Hey friend, you need some help? Oh. Once more you failed to muster up even an ounce of magical prowess. I had the crowd in the palm of my hand. We'd have been the toast of the town if not for your blunder. There you go again, shrieking the same old tune. I've had it up to my eyeball with this farce. Just because you know a few cheap tricks doesn't give you the right to treat me like that. Can't stand the sight of you, let alone the thought of taking to the stage with you again. Good riddance. It's not going well, is it? Well, well. Fate has conspired for us to cross paths once again. Out with it, then. I know you're not here to swap pleasantries. A foul fiend, failing to get into the spirit of All Saints' Wake. I'd wager you speak of Phil Cox, the fellow who stormed off in a huff. Like most our ilk, Phil Cox and I have an insatiable appetite for ether, whatever. But unlike your garden variety voidsent who hunt hapless mortals like beasts, we prefer to sate our hunger with their enthusiastic approval. I tell you, there's no ether as delectable as you'll find in food gifted in genuine appreciation, which set me to thinking, perhaps preying on mortals was an old-fashioned and misguided approach. Thus I did commit to giving folk the sort of frights that dazzle and delight, winning hearts and minds, and in the process no small number of ether-laden delicacies. And what better occasion for such terrifying amusements as All Saints' Wake? The method is catching too. Many voidsent now seek ether in this manner. Phil Cox is one such reformed individual. When I first laid eyes upon him, I sensed promise. But get him in front of a crowd and you're lucky to get a smattering of half-hearted applause, let alone a few measly crumbs. You'd be better off hearing it from the Ahrimen's mouth, though. You can't have gotten far. Maybe not. Alright, so... let's go find him, huh? Where's he gone? Oh, he's down here somewhere. Got my little Torgal pup following me. That was a fun little event, the Final Fantasy XVI one. That feels like it was ages ago. There he is. That snivelling whelp of an imp. Magic's this, magic's that. The sheer unbridled cheek of it. Vilcox is practically frothing at the mouth. So incensed is he by his treatment at the hands of Papa Gruff. You must soothe him before attempting to start a conversation. Apologies. I'd taken leave of my senses. Your timely intervention is much appreciated. Wait, by the looks of you, I'd say you're an adventurer. Let me guess. That pumpkin-headed lady sent you to check up on me, did she? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you my tale. Try as I might, I just can't get the hang of transformation magics. And without the means to delight the crowd, we're starved for appreciation. I'm an Ahrimen. Paralyzing prey with this big eye of mine? Not a problem. Turning them to stone with a petrifying glare? A trifling task. Hells, I can even smell despair and all manner of negative emotions in the people around me. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Obviously, paralysis and petrification won't win over an audience, and my metaphorical nose for despair isn't going to put ether on my table either. I ought to just tell that pumpkin-headed lady I'm not cut out for this business. If you're here at her behest, you'd better come too. Let's go, dude. I believe in you. I believe with the power of friendship, anything is possible. Kind of a full cutscene, I guess. Almost. Heh. I gather you had a hand in Phil Cox's decision to lay bare his thoughts and feelings? Not that it did any good, I'm still stuck at square one. Underappreciated and underfed? Underfed, oh my... You guys ever been just so durfed before? Oh dear me. Okay. What a sad, privileged life I live that I don't know the word underfed. Christ. Hehehe. Such a curious child. Are you truly so blind to your own potential? No doubt you have an inkling as to what I speak of. Pray, share your wisdom with Philcox. You can smell dark emotions. Stamp out any negativity you sense with the common folk. I suppose I could give that a go. But do you really think that if I rid people of their woes, they'll repay the favor? I'm unfamiliar with mortal customs, but if you say so... Ah, wait. I see the logic in it now. What better way to make use of my talents and knock that pompous Papagruff right off his pedestal? No. I'm getting ahead of myself. I've no idea where to start. Hehehe. Perhaps I can lend a hand with a little sleight of hand. Hold still. Oh, dude. Nice. Not only is that getup guaranteed to turn heads, each and every thread is imbued with a potent magic to aid in your newfound purpose. Oh ho! You know, I think I can feel it. Maybe this isn't going to be so tough after all. There you are. You know, I'd thought to apologize for my harsh words earlier, since our act was my initiative and therefore our success, or lack thereof, was ultimately my responsibility. But I sense that you've been scheming. It pleases me to inform you, Papa Gruff, that I've found a way to win over mortals on my own terms. I find that hard to believe, but since you seem so confident, why don't we have ourselves a contest? Whoever garners the most affection and thereby the largest share of ether-rich victuals wins. And to the victor goes the spoils. Of subservience. The loser will be bound to obey their every whim. How does that sound? You're on. I hope you're ready to bow and scrape. A mortal epithet about one's bark being worse than one's bite comes to mind. Prepare yourself, Philcox. He's not happy. I know I've got this marvelous magic outfit, but I'm still not entirely convinced I have what it takes to beat Papa Gruff on my own. Come with me, just until I get the hang of things. That's all I ask. Very well. I shall leave Philcox in your capable hands. Hehehe. After a nudge in the right direction, Philcox is ready to embark on his mission. How about we try and find a troubled soul in need of aid? Ah, but let's get out of here first. Where are we going exactly? Oh, not too far. Right, time to look for folk harboring negative feelings. Give me a moment. I don't know if it has anything to do with that pumpkin-headed lady's enchantment, but my powers feel more potent than ever. I've already found someone, and whoever they are, they're awfully flustered. They're to the northeast, I think, though I'm not sure where exactly. The roads here can be confusing. Truth be told, this is my first time in this city. I've got a decent sense of direction, but I've yet to grasp the lie of the land. Could I trouble you to lead the way? Our flustered target is northeast of here. I'll be right behind you. Okay. Yeah, we know how this system works. There may be conversation points somewhere. We could have a little wander. See what people have got to say. I think usually when this happens, it'll just be like Philcox dealing with the surroundings, right? That clown was amazing. Turning a pumpkin into a little pup. Whatever will he do next? Woof. Oh, it's alive. Okay. Disgust the delighted women. Ah, such glee. They mentioned a clown. I'd wager they've just had the, privilege of seeing one of Papa Gruff's performances. Listen. I'll be the first to admit that he's an expert illusionist, and you've only got to look at the folk like these ladies to see that he knows how to work a crowd. But I won't be upstaged. I'll prove there's more than one way to win over an audience, by following your timely advice, that is. Given the delight written on their faces, our opponent must have earned himself some sustenance, which means we've no time to lose. Onward! that the trading card thing? Yeah. Flustered fellow. Hi, that's me. I said undurfed. Oh gods, where has she gotten to? Ah, this must be the fellow my senses were leading me to. Shall we find out what ails him? You, there. What's gotten you so worked up? Oh, forgive me. There was this poor little girl who'd been separated from her mother. I was helping her to look, but she suddenly disappeared. Can't simply abandon her. But then again, I have an urgent personal matter to attend to, and I don't know what to do. In that case, why don't I and my associate look for the girl? Then you can see to your affairs without worry. Thank you, thank you. She's a young lass dressed in blue. I hope you're able to find her forthwith. He certainly was appreciative, yet here I am, empty-handed. Ah, forget the food. We have a lost child to find. I pray that he doesn't eat the child. I'm detecting a despairing presence to the east of here. Odds are it's the girl, which means I have need of your navigational... Once again, after you. Nouse? News? My navigational noose. Always makes me feel like such an idiot playing this game. Whenever I read the text and I've got no idea what they're talking about half the time. I thought this would be a fine opportunity to accrue some appreciation. The poor girl is beside herself. She keeps calling out for a mama. Might I enlist your help? This must be the lost lass we've been looking for. If we want to earn her thanks, we'll need to reunite her with her mother, wouldn't you say? Ah, she's going to be dead, isn't she? Which means we now have a lady to locate. Any suggestions? Use our sensors to search for someone feeling anxious. Ah, you're saying that the mother will be worried about her daughter having gone missing? Brilliant. This is exactly why I had you accompany me. Right then. If she was like 3 centimeters away, that would be the funniest thing in the world. Found her. I don't know which is the bigger boon, having you by my side or this fancy finery. I think I've learned my way around the city more or less. I'll handle this next part on my own. Wait here. I'll be back with the girl's mother in no time. He's going to get lost, isn't he? We've got to go find him. He's going to be attacked by a void scent or something. Oh, there he is. "12 be praised, you're safe. You have my eternal gratitude. Thanks for finding Mama, mister. Bye." You believe me now, Papa Gruff. Sweet, sweet appreciation, and all courtesy of my special talent. I can't help but notice they didn't offer you anything edible by the way of thanks. For my part, I've already been rewarded with a tasty morsel. That said, the gift of food is far from guaranteed. Indeed, perseverance is key, which is why I find myself performing show after show. I suggest you approach this contest with the same tenacity, Phil Cox. I'm afraid he's right. Constant effort is key. Luckily, I sensed another troubled soul while I was tracking down the girl's mother. I better see what I can do to help. You know, I think I'm ready to go it alone now. Why don't you let our pumpkin-headed benefactor know? I'll come and find you when I'm done. Well, I'm afraid my next performance calls. Until we meet again, adventurer. Have I learned anything here? Have I made the world a better place? I feel like the answer's not really. Do I get my reward now? Hehehe, the adventurer returns, and at the precise moment I predicted. I do hope keeping Philcock's company wasn't too taxing. What of our fiend and his endeavours? I imagine he's going to rock up, right? You have my thanks, truly. Ah, speak of the devils, here they come. Dear oh dear, that turned out to be a damn sight harder than I'd anticipated. And all I have to show for my travails is a single cookie. To think the first gift I received would prove to be the last. Curses. I don't receive so much as a crumb. I suppose this means you win. Very well. I'm yours to command, Papa Gruff. Heh. You admit defeat far too readily, Philcox. Hi. Hooray, we found you. I wanted to thank you properly for helping me and Mama. I brought you a pumpkin cookie. Oh, it's a tie! Oh, we're all winners in the end. Nom. Simply scrumptious. Why you blow up? Did he just... Has he shit himself? Is he stingy right now? Heh, I'm glad you like it. Farewell. Maybe not. I got those vibes from him. Poor guy. We've all been there. Not from a cookie, but we've all been there. That makes it one apiece. A draw. Then. Still. Phil Cox, while you had some assistance along the way, you've nevertheless done yourself proud. I think I'd live to see the day Papa Gruff sings my praises. Awfully kind of you to admit that I might have worth. Christ. Is that all you desire? My begrudging acceptance? Have you forgotten your reasons for joining in the festivities in the first place? Of course I haven't. The good people of Gridania are still in need of my help. And where there are common folk in need, there are cookies to be freed and, given to me. Adventurer, I'd better get going, but before I do, let me say this. I might have found a way to make the most of my talents, but I wouldn't have been able to do so without you and the pumpkin-headed lady. I'm sure we'll run into each other again one of these days. Till then, see you next year, brother. The legendary Phil Cox. The promise I sensed in Phil Cox when he and I first met wasn't illusory after all. I should take my leave too. It would be remiss of me to allow him to garner all the glory, to say nothing of the cookies. Yeah, you don't want a nice little ether cookie? Heh. I'd say those two fiends ended up having themselves a frightfully fun-filled All Saints wake, wouldn't you agree? And for your part in this, a fitting reward. I present to you a set of finery, as worn by Gridania's most emotionally perceptive Ahrimen. Let's go! Ah. Perhaps you wonder if your outfit is endowed with the same enchantment. You needn't worry, there never was an enchantment. Oh, plot twist! It was inside of him all along. Hehehe. That little charade was my way of giving Phil Cox the confidence he so sorely lacked, although I dare say such a measure was unnecessary, given he had you to cheer him on. Ah, before I forget, you are hereby cordially invited to my humble abode for a get-together of sorts. Do drop by. I assure you it will be frightfully entertaining. Anyway, your help is much appreciated. At this rate, my vision of an All Saints wake for mortals and Voidsent alike might not be such a distant prospect, though I do hope these shenanigans haven't dulled your enthusiasm for this most occult of occasions. Have I got a controller plugged in? Why is it like defaulting to controller? Strange. You now have access to Sneaky Hollow. Speak with the unusual usher at Miketo's Amphitheater. Oh, yes. I think we've been here before, right? Oh, that's not what I wanted. What? That's the armor chest, right? Oh, Christ. I forgot all the buttons. Is it just already in my... Oh, it is. Yeah. Final Fantasy's got such a wonderful story, but there's so many things about this game that I just can't get on with. The combat's so sluggish. When you compare it to World of Warcraft. And I am so much more used to World of Warcraft, and I don't like bringing it up every time that I play this game. But it feels incredibly slow. There are so many buttons. And I don't know, there's just like weird little UI bits that feel just so incredibly outdated, I guess. Which World of Warcraft has some of this too, but the amount of inventory slots that you have for not many weapons, not many armor pieces. It is nice that the armory chest is off the actual inventory. They're not like combined like they are in WoW. So I do think that's getting a massive problem in World of Warcraft as well. I think I'd like to see them sort of garner a armory chest style system so that you can have your different armor sets just in this separate thing, and your inventory can just be for like lootable things. Or maybe you have to loot it into your inventory and then you can put it in your armory chest like a set chest. Because in World of Warcraft, like if you're playing different specs, like if you're playing a tank and a DPS, yeah, you're expected to have like different sets of gear with different stats on, right? Or if you're playing a healer, you need to be using like intellect instead of strength for like a paladin, say. But they've got like secondary stats which are different. Like if you get crit strike or crit hit, whatever it is, that might not be good for a healer paladin. I don't know if it is, I'm just using it as an example. That might not be good for a healer paladin, but it might be like the best secondary stat for a DPS paladin. So like if you had a chest piece with crit on, the strength and intellect change whenever you change spec now, which is really good. But, you know, you might need another chest piece with mastery on for the healer or something. Who knows? But yeah, I'd like to see I'd like to see a sort of armory set. Maybe it's like a really small inventory. Maybe it's only got like 20 slots or something. 30 most. But just somewhere to put your saved armor sets that you're currently using. And then you don't accidentally vendor them using an add-on, which I've done multiple times. And I've had to restore several pieces of armor in the past. Still do it to this day. So I'm a dummy. Let's put the gear on, shall we? Can we put it all in the armoire? Armory chest. Chocobo brush. Is that not for... That's for Pictoman, so I think that's part of the expansion pre-order or whatever it is, collector's edition. I don't think it's an actual Pictomancer staff. What do these do? XP earned, level 80, level 90. I'll keep those. Can we make a glamour plate? Oh, my Fall Guys costume. I really liked... This was probably the last time I properly played Final Fantasy, actually. The first time the Fall Guys event come round, I did play it quite a bit. I wanted the crown mostly, but I really liked the hoodie as well. I was very happy that I got those. Open armoire. What's it under? Seasonal gear. Artifact armor? What is it under? Exclusive extras. What's Death Scythe? I don't remember any of this. Oh, that's weapon, right? That's why it's not working. I've got to pick helmet. Did we ever do the Tombury? Did we put the Tombury armor on whenever we got that? Phoenix Riser helmet. Yeah, we got the... We got the Power Rangers set, didn't we? Devilry horns, so it seems to be seasonal gear 3. Devilry shirt, fingerless gloves. Yep, so we're just full emo. Love it. I remove. What colors can we dye? You can dye clothes like multiple colors now, right? There are separate dyes, which I think's so cool. Dye 2, you can have like red. Like things like this. I find this whole UI clunky, and I know the dyeing is incredibly good as a system, and I'm not going to ever take that back. World of Warcraft desperately needs something in place like that. Oh, are the wings part of the shirt? That's kind of cringe. I don't love that. That's whatever. Save. Apply. Yes! Hell yeah, dude. The jeans I'm a big fan of, though. What's... Scroll lock? Yes. Big fan of the jeans. Not crazy about the shirt with the wings on, but the shirt itself is pretty cool. Looks pretty sweet. We had a good time. It was All Hallows, All Saints Wake. I guess we can go nip to the house real quick. Just see what that's about. I should have done that before I come over here. It's fine. We'll go in costume. I feel like we're probably just going to be talking to NPCs there, which is fine. Very much fine. Everyone's sort of wearing it. That's great. Miketo's amphitheater. Let's roll. Where's the spooky usher? Unusual usher. Genial geyser. Haunted manor. Sneaky hollow. Oh, which one goes to her property? What are you selling? Hey. Flying pumpkin. It's gold? Hell yeah, I'll take a flying pumpkin for my flat. Yeah, we'll go to Sneaky Hollow. We'll see what's happening. I'll have a quick look. Good. Graphics in this place look slightly better than base game. You know, I've definitely been here before. It feels familiar. You wish to have words? Very well. What would you know? Who are you? You need ask. My head is not merely for show. I am the archfiend feared and revered since time immemorial. The great god, who once led legions of darkness, is, in fact, merely a title held by those in my coven. Each generation, the knowledge to control denizens of the void is passed down alongside the appellation. Okay. Can we go in the property? Yes, yes, up the stairs you go. Careful not to stub your toes. Oh, that's cute. The little Moogle decorations. That's sweet. Hey, friend. Nice mog, dude. Oh, is this like a fun house? The footsteps are showing me the way. I can't go in. There is a ghost passed out on pumpkin cookies here. That's so silly. It's cute. I love it. He found the stash, dude. He found it. Can we go in the house? I don't think we can. That's a shame. It's fun here. Oh, is this Phil? The legendary Phil Cox. Look at my pumpkins, my wonderful pumpkins. Can I get that to activate again? I really hope the text box comes up when you remove the UI. Oh no, it doesn't. Frick. At least we can activate it again though. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. That might be the thumbnail. Oh no. No! Oh, he's done it. Oh, I don't know if I got it in time. Frick. Oh well, we'll do that some other time. That's been the All Saints Wake event. That was fun. I always have fun doing these. And we all know that the power inside is the key to victory all along. So I hope you've had a lovely Halloween. If you celebrate it where you are, I hope it's been good. I'm going to peace out now. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you've liked the video, give it a like. Give the channel a subscribe. I'll be back soon. And we'll be playing some other things that you should look forward to. We might actually return to the usual suspects and actually try and get further into Cyberpunk. Maybe we'll finish that at some point. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.